Chats all in. Chats all in. Yes, sir. It has been a while, man. It has been a beautiful one. So, how is Trump taking you? I know it's not easy for traders right now. Oh, these new waves in the market, they are very interesting. These new waves in the market, they are very interesting. And this is the beauty of learning this thing by your own self. So, you'll be able to adapt and move easily. But if you learn from someone else, bro, you're in a very hard situation and very hard time. So, as usual, we are going to begin with our first segment, which is the news segment. Because we have a very interesting thing, and I have come to realize we live by the mercy of God. So, before we go, that's all in, man. I'm saying we live by the mercy of God because we have a new virus. Which is very interesting, and it's known as hunter virus. Hunter, something to do with hunter. So the hunter virus, man. Where is that? The hunter virus. This is a very interesting thing because it's caused by rodents, man. So as you can see, this is interesting. We are not over even with the Iran war. We are not over with the Iranian war, and we are already dealing with viruses caused by rodents, man, like rats. You can see. Explain what you need to know about hunter virus and what to do. Long story short, it has been caused by rodents. I don't know how that happens, how a virus can move from around a rodent to a human being. For those with a good biological understanding and knowledge can help us because this is now scary. This is scary, man. So far so good. The only victims are those in the ships. You can see the cruise ship. Actually, it seems as if it was one, but it was a cruise ship. But overall, let's hope it's not going to become another COVID-19 because we are not ready to deal with something else. The world is already dealing with too much. If we had something new developing or growing, bro, it's going to wreck this globe, man. Because bro, it's not easy, man. It's a lot. So, and another news. On other news, Iran sends response to US proposal to end war. So they have given back their feedback, and that's not a bad sign. That's a good sign because finally they have accepted to talk. It's easier when communication is there, even when it's not the right communication, because eventually you'll have a great communication and you will find a solution. It's easier when you're communicating rather than not communicating, because at the end of the day they'll have to meet at the middle. Remember, the crisis of oil is becoming so serious and so severe in most countries because now oil is not coming out of the Hormuz. It's locked. Most ships are afraid of passing through those waters because they are afraid of being attacked by Iran. As you know, Iran has those small speedboats and are very hard for US to protect and navigate ships from. And it's very hard for the US to protect ships passing through the area because these speedboats are very fast, very unpredictable. You can't know where they are. There are very many places to hide them, which is okay, and which are okay to be used in attacks. So ships are very, very afraid of passing those zones. The other ships are locked in those areas. I think it's a lot of ships that they say that Hormuz, man. So them sending a response, it's a good thing. And another positive news, it's Putin himself, as you know, Kremlin. Putin has said he thinks Ukraine conflict is coming to an end. I think Putin has fought long enough. It has been few years of fighting. I think it's 3 years of fighting. And I think finally Putin has decided it's time for peace, and he has said he thinks the conflict is coming to an end. And I can see those people sent to negotiate for peace are very, very effective, because when it comes to a point Putin says something, Putin is a very, very, very strict person. I think he likes to be respected, and his words are very, very important to him. So I know that's a good sign. So let's hope the Ukraine war will come to an end, man. So without further ado, let's try to navigate these markets. Let's start with this. Let's start with gold. Gold here. So for me, gold has been ranging within this zone. I haven't traded for a week or a week and a half, and I have seen developing interesting things in the market after coming back. For those people who traded last week, much respect. If you made money, you are a genius in the market. If you didn't make money, it's not you, it's the market. So currently, we are going to start with this one. For me, I'm waiting for the date to come this level or come back at this level, because it's currently at the middle. I have said the gold has been ranging for a while, so what I'm waiting is one of the two. One of the two. If it comes here, I can long here, which will be a better setup. Which will be a better setup. Which will be a better setup. If it comes there, we can long up to this area, or if it comes here, we can short. So this is a trade where it's in the middle, so we don't know if it's going to become bullish or bearish, but as you can see, it's in a bullish momentum. So it achieving these zones, this resistance zone, it's easier. So if it comes there, we're going to short, which is very beautiful here. Let me show you. So this is a neutral trade. That's how I like to refer them. This is a neutral trade. This is a trade where you have to wait for a movement to happen and occur, so that you can know your direction and sort of know, because I have seen gold has been ranging with this zone for a very long time, a very period of time. So let's wait, and that's one. That's gold. Let's go to UJ. This is interesting, man. This is interesting. How? Look at this. This this momentum is strong, man. Look at this candlestick. Look at this. Look at this. This candlestick had no wick to the bullish side. So it was, look at this. No wick. No, look at this. They had no wick, man, which is interesting, because that shows you how strong bearish momentum was. And it came straight to these levels, which are very good. Came back to this zone. So I'm going to observe it when it comes here. It comes here, somewhere there. We can try and short. Let's see. We can try and short. For me, I don't analyze pairs on basis of correlation, because as you can see, this is US dollar, Japanese yen, and we have come from analyzing gold, which is the gold against the US dollar. So for me, I don't put relationship in any pair. I analyze a pair individually and take a trade as I'm being given by the candlesticks and the momentum of the market and the volume. So that's how I analyze the market. I'm going to be observing it and see how it's going to behave when it comes to this zone, if it gives us a good shot. But one thing I'm sure and certain of is this market has to come and feel this candlestick, because this momentum was very, very strong. And according to my past experience and knowledge, I have come to notice after a certain big move, the market somehow comes back to balance. So we are going to be very observant, and this is the beauty of trading. We will be also observing this zone, because this is the closest area, but the momentum at which this thing has taken, it shows me a bearish momentum has come to the market. But we are going to be observing, because I've told you right now we are in ranging market, not trading market. So we have two possibilities. It might come to fill this one or continue to bearish. And this is why if I'm going to long, I'm going to wait for it somewhere here and wait for confirmation so that I can target these levels here, these resistance area, the, from where it came, because this candlestick, I think it's a day, these are a single day movement. So let's wait and see. So if it comes back here, we can be waiting for longs. Today, I'm observing and seeing we have a neutral market. This is interesting. This is beautiful. So let's wait and see. Yeah, we can have that setup where we will target from this support. From this support, the stop loss should be slightly below the week. So this will be a 1:3 if I'm not wrong. Uh, 1:27, so it's not bad. So that's on UJ. Let's move next to US30. So US30, I'm going to be observing and seeing if I will be able to short it at this zone. This is what I'm looking at. And remember, we are analyzing, not giving setups. We are analyzing our setups, not confirming the setups. So we have to wait for a market confirmation. We have to wait for entry confirmation. That's why I said always remember to make sure your entry criteria are met when you want to execute a trade. Always make sure your entry criteria are met. Okay. Always make sure your entry. Oh God, what is not happening now? Oh God. Always make sure your entry criteria are met. So it's back. Okay, let's wait. Yes. So always make sure your entry criteria are met. So this is what I'm waiting on. US30 can be a very good setup. It can be a very good setup. So that's US30. That's US30. I don't know why my videos lag. I adjusted all the settings and somehow it's still lagging. And I don't know what, but I will be giving you the videos like that for now until we find a solution to this issue. So the next one we are going to look at is the BTC Euro. So this one is scary, man. I'll have to go even to daily. So this is scary. This is why this market has been doing things I wouldn't have predicted, man. I wouldn't have predicted. Look at this movement. Look at this movement, bro. No matter how good in trading you are, some things you can't see. You can't see. So when it was here, I was expecting a very good shot, and if you remember, but somehow it closed within our setup zones. If I took this trade last week, if I was in the charts last week, I would have made a loss. I won't lie, I would have made a loss. So the market decided within a single candle to move. No confirmation, no nothing. Just become bullish and move. Maybe it give a confirmation in other trading strategies, but my trading strategy didn't give me a confirmation, which is interesting. It never came to give a confirmation, but it continued to rally. So for me, I'm waiting for two things. I'm waiting to see how it's going to behave within these areas. I told you right now, I'm focusing on daily trades. I don't want to take very huge swing trades because the market is not that conducive for that. So I'm going to wait and see how it's going to come to behave and how it's going to come and behave in this support area. Remember, this support area can be our entry to the upside or downside as it comes back here. So for now, let's wait. Let's observe. So oil, somehow in the middle of all these chaos, oil is behaving. In the middle of all these chaos, oil is behaving. I've been observing oil, but I'm not trading. I said, if you're trading oil right now, you are one dangerous human being, and I'm not that dangerous and brave. So somehow it's respecting some areas. I have been waiting and looking. So by the mid of the week, I'm going to give you confirmations if we will start trading oil again. If we will start trading oil again. And I know by that time we will have the feedback from the US according to the Iran response to ending the war. So that's it. Oh, the next one is GBP card. Now this for me, I was waiting for a short. I won't lie. Told you I'm as transparent as possible. For me, I was waiting a short here because the market came back, changed this support to resistance. As you can see, it came back. So I was waiting for a confirmation in this area, within that area, and I will have given this short. Okay. Now tell me what happened this day, because the candlesticks that I'm seeing starting from USD, Japanese yen, they have no wick. Look at this. No wick. That shows you how strong the bullish momentum got into the market. Just instant, instant, instant market movement. No retracement, no nothing. The candlestick opened here and it never came to form a wick. Look at this, look at all these candlesticks and tell me the last time you saw a candlestick without a wick. Okay, but somehow this day, oh, the amount of pressure that got inside the market is insane. So I will have lost that trade. So I will be waiting and seeing at this zone how it's going to behave, because right now we will have to wait for confirmations. And right now traders are being grilled. And so because no confirmations are being given by the market. A single movement can change your whole setup that you have been waiting for 4 or 3 days, and it's not your fault. It's not your fault. It's the market's movement. And remember, the market is always right. The market is always right. You will have to find a way to move it in the right direction. So that's it for the analysis. So Chatwell out on the la motivation of the day. La motivation of the day. The motivation of the day says, right now we are being grilled. Right now we are being grilled. Right now we are in an education session in the market, and we will adapt and move on accordingly. So Chatwell out. Chatwell out.